There you go. I want to say welcome to your Kingsport Chamber, and I appreciate your interest in the announcement that's about to be made about Racks by the Tracks, which is entering its 6th year. And before we do that, before I turn over the microphone to these two fine gentlemen over here, I want to say thank you to James Phillips and Kanishka Bendata, who have done a remarkable job in turning a festival into something that's looked forward to every year. Again, it's in its 6th year, and those of you who have been down there, I'm sure you've noticed that there are thousands of participants, multiple businesses, lots of music, lots of craft beer. It truly is a very, very fun time. But something that I think doesn't get a lot of attention is the fact that Kanishka and James risked their own personal capital to bring this event to us. So I wanted to say thank you to them for doing that. It is a risk. It's no guarantee that there will be a profit. But so far the community has supported it to where they feel comfortable in bringing it back every year. I also want to bring attention to the fact that they share some of the money that's left over. Every year they've given money back to some of our programs. They've also given some money back to, let's see, let me make sure I've got the list here. The Humane Society, Relay for Life, Second Harvest Food Bank, and other community organizations have benefited from this festival being in downtown Kingsport. Now with that, I'd like to turn the microphone over to Mr. Kanishka Bendata.
Thank you all so much for joining us today. The reason why we started Racks by the Tracks 6 years ago was really a quality of life initiative. It started as a really small festival. We had 450 people come out the first year. Year after year, we just tried to improve in little ways and get feedback from the community. And ever since then, we've grown about 2,000 people year after year. Last year, we had just shy of 10,000 people in attendance. Some things that we've done in the growth factor has caused us to grow beyond the Main Street location that we had been in the first 4 years. So last year, we moved to the Kingsport Farmers Market area, which allowed us to square things up so that you could be at the beer tasting, which got to move indoors, as well as be near the concerts and have the barbecue lined up on Clinchfield Street. So one other thing that we're doing this year, as far as an evolution, is we're evolving the music type. We've traditionally been a blues concert, but we're now evolving it to great music in general. So we're going to be featuring different types of music beyond blues, and James is going to speak to that a little bit. The 4 cores of Racks by the Tracks are a kids station, sponsored by Leaping Lizard, with large inflatables. We have a barbecue competition that features over 30 restaurants competing for the best ribs in the Tri-Cities, as well as a craft beer tasting, which has over 40 different beers, and of course the music series. Another addition that we're adding this year is a 5K race, and I'd like Hank Brown from We Run Events to speak to that.
Thanks, Kanishka. With We Run Events, we get asked to do a lot of races these days, and every so often one comes along that we get really excited about. And this is one of those races. We were approached several months ago about doing a race for skin cancer awareness. And we were in the planning stages of that and came up with the date of May 18th. Then I noticed that May 18th was also the date of Racks by the Tracks. For several years, we have talked to Kanishka and James about possibly doing a race with Racks by the Tracks. Every so often, I get a good idea, and I got the 2 groups together, and we've been in the planning stages of putting on this event ever since. So that the race will be called the Racks by the Tracks SPF 5K Run and Walk, and there will be a kids mile as well. We think this is really going to be one of the next big races in this area. And why is that? Well, obviously these guys can grow a festival from 400 to 10,000 with their organization skills and professionalism, and they do everything first class. And working with Dermatology Associates, who's a sponsor of the race, and We Run Events, we think we can really team up and make this a really, really nice event. So we're looking forward to it. I think it starts at 9:30 on on the morning of the festival. It's a extremely flat course. Downtown Kingsport is very flat, and we laid it out so there's not a hill anywhere on this course. So I think the runners will really like it, and then they'll stay afterwards for all the other good stuff. I'm going to turn it over to James. I think he's got a big announcement.
Thank you all for being here again. Let me first say it's just unbelievably humbling to see how many people have turned out. This started just 6 years ago with 450 people, and to think we're sitting here with everybody that's in here today, it's amazing. A couple of things I want to talk about before we get to the big concert announcement this year is we constantly are evolving the festival, and this year one of the major changes that we have made is we have updated the craft beer tasting area. And we like to think that as a festival we listen to every one of our festival attendees, and we always take in their input and try and make changes, and so for the better. And this year the big change is that we are going to be bringing in about 80% of our beers for the craft beer tasting will have never been featured at a beer tasting in this area before. So we've worked really hard to do that, and it's going to be really exciting. We're working with some great people, and people are going to get to try stuff that just is not available in this area, and that you just never really have the option to unless you go outside of Tennessee, out west, or up north. So we're really excited about that. Also, in saying that, some brewers this year, we got on it really early this year, and some brewers are making special Racks by the Tracks blends that will just be available at the festival. They're one-time deals. You'll only get to try them at the festival at first, and if they're successful, some breweries have even said they might add them to their seasonal line. So that's really exciting for us. We've just got a great relationship with the brewers. And the other thing that we're doing to the beer tasting this year is we are adding, for the first time ever at our festival, we're adding a high-gravity beer tasting area. If you know a lot about the craft beer market, it is evolving quickly, and craft beer is one part of it, but the new thing is the high-gravity beer. And these are beers that are over 5% alcohol, and we have a limited amount of tickets for that area, but that's something totally new this year that we've never done that we're really excited about, and sure that that'll sell out. And then the last thing about the beer that I want to add is a lot of health people out there nowadays, so we are actually going to have some gluten-free beers this year for people, and some ciders that have never been around in this area, some really unique ciders. We've got sliders over there. So we're excited about that as well. And then I guess that probably leads us to the big announcement why most people are here, and we are so excited. I can't say enough about how hard Kanishka has worked on this, and I myself we've countless hours. We're going on a couple hours of sleep as of last night. And after last year's festival, we had so many people and so much positive feedback that we just we took a step back, and we decided that this community has given us so much, and we wanted to step up and bring in a musical act that no other festival this size is doing. We're just a one-day festival, and we really wanted to hit a home run on this, and we think we had. So this year, I guess I'd like to announce that we are bringing in 6-time Vocal Group of the Year, 13-time Grammy nominated, seller of over 10 million albums, 32 Billboard chart hits, Diamond Rio. And we got a little clip here of the music from Diamond Rio, just a quick version of their big song. I start walking your way, you start walking mine. We meet in the middle, meet that old Georgia pine. We gain a lot of ground, 'cause we both give a little. Ain't no road too long, we meet in the middle. So there it is. We're really excited to have Diamond Rio coming this year. As Kanishka said, we've changed the format of the music a little bit, and we're trying to go a little bit more mainstream, and so we just got really lucky being able to bring them in. And if that wasn't enough, we were able to bring in a guy who was headlined Racks before many years ago. We are bringing in Webb Wilder this year also to play, so we're really excited about him as well. And then blues legend Mac Arnold and his full band Plate Full of Blues will be here. And then we also are bringing in Benny Wilson. Diamond Rio is going to start at 8 o'clock. And then at 9:30, Benny Wilson will come on after them and kind of play us till the festival ends about 11 o'clock. So that's our music lineup as of right now. We're really excited. It's a great lineup, and we'll be adding a couple other bands to opening slots, but that's all our big bands that we have. And I think to go along with that, Kanishka and I just wanted to talk about just a second. There's a little bit different ticketing system this year, and so we're going to talk to that. The kids station and the festival grounds are still free, and they will always remain free at Racks by the Tracks. That's something that's very important to us. This is a family-friendly festival, and it always has been. And we really think that is why our festival has been so successful. Is that we do have those 4 core values, and because of that, people, young parents, old parents, young professionals. Everybody feels like they can come out and have something to do at this festival. And so the ticket, there will be a ticket this year for the first time ever to go to the concert. Because of bringing in such a big band, it's a $10 ticket, but if you get it by May 1st, it's $5, and you can get those at racksbythetracks.com, or you can get them at your Food City location starting next week, or you can go to the downtown Food City location today and start getting your tickets. And the $5 ticket is good all day. It gets you in and out. You can come and go as you please. So it's a really great value for this big of a lineup. And it's good from noon to 11. The beer tasting ticket this year, it will remain $30 as it was last year if you get it by May 1st. But the neat part of that is that it also includes the concert ticket. So you're getting a little bit more value with your beer tasting ticket this year. So you'll be able to come and go in the beer tasting as well. And then the high gravity ticket, they're $40, and it includes the craft beer tasting and the concert. So I guess if you want to look at it with the high gravity ticket, you can go everywhere. And on May 1st, you got to get your tickets before May 1st, because after May 1st, prices will go up $5. And then I guess the last thing we want to mention is our schedule and everything can be found on the website. We'll have the concert schedule, the festival schedule, and everything will be up. And then also our ticket locations again are the racksbythetracks.com and at Food City outlets. So with that being said, we thank you all very much. We're really excited this year. And do you have anything to add? So we're looking forward to it. Does anybody have any questions? I've never really had a press conference, so I'm just kind of winging it now.